it's Erica, and this is my September T.B.R. The first book I'm going to be reading is Requiem. This is the third and final book in the Delirium trilogy by Lauren Oliver. I'm looking forward to seeing how this trilogy ends. The next book that I want to read is Delirium Stories. This is a collection of short stories that are a companion to the Delirium trilogy. I'm looking forward to seeing what these short stories add to the trilogy and if I'll like them. The next book that I want to read is Pretty Little Liars by Sarah Shepard. This is the first book in her Pretty Little Liars series. I first heard about this book through a friend of mine. She's a booktuber and her channel is Between Chapters. She loves this series as well as Sarah Shepard, so I was encouraged to read this series myself after I heard about it in some of her wrap-up videos. I know that this book series has a television series, but I probably won't watch the television series since I've heard that it's very different than the books. This book series follows 4 friends named Spencer, Arya, and Hannah, and a friend named Allison. These 4 friends were inseparable, but Allison went missing in middle school. The girls are in high school now, and out of the blue, they start receiving messages from someone who knew Allison or Allison herself. This book is a teen mystery series, and I'm looking forward to reading it. I can't wait to see if I'll like it or not. I plan to read the first 4 books in the series this month. This is a long series. I think it's 15 books. Each of the 4 books cover one mystery, so you can read a batch of them at a time. If I do end up liking the first book in this series, I'm planning on reading the first 4 this month. The next book I plan on reading, regardless if I like the Pretty Little Liars series or not, is Angel Fire by Courtney Allison Moulton. This is the first book in a YA paranormal fantasy series. It follows this girl named Ellie, who has dreams of terrifying creatures that are haunting her and want to kill her. Ellie meets this guy named Will, who she's instantly attracted to. When Ellie meets Will reminds her of something that she's supposed to remember, but she can't put her finger on what it is. Will holds the key to Ellie's past memories and the key to her fighting back against these terrifying creatures that are haunting her in her dreams. This book sounds really interesting. I hauled this book back in January in my Christmas book haul when I first started my channel, and I've wanted to read this book since then, so I think I'm really going to like it. If I get through those books, which I'm hoping I will, the next book I'm planning on reading is Matched by Ali Condi. This is the first book in a YA sci-fi dystopian trilogy. It follows this girl named Cassia, whose life has been ruled by the society. Cassia sees the face of Xander in a television at her matching ceremony. She knows that Xander is the one that the society thinks that she should be with. But for a split second, Kai's face comes on the screen, and she can't get him out of her mind. Cassia knows that she should choose Xander as a potential life mate, but Kai is now also in love with her. Cassia is stuck between these 2 guys, and I think this trilogy is all about who she wants to be with and who she chooses. Some people really like this trilogy, and some people really don't like this trilogy. So this trilogy has gotten mixed reviews on Goodreads and stuff, and I wanted to check out this trilogy for myself to see if I like it or not. I don't know if I'll get this book this month, but the last book that I want to read is Hopeless by Colleen Hoover. This is a new adult romance book. It follows this girl named Sky, who has a tortured past. she meets this guy named Dean Holder. She shouldn't be attracted to Dean Holder, but for some reason she is. Dean Holder reminds her of things in her dark past. But Dean has a dark past too. These two develop a romance, and I think that if they tell each other the truth, their romance will grow or perhaps fall apart. I've heard a lot about Colleen Hoover, so I decided to pick this book up. I hauled it in my June book haul, and this book really sounds interesting. I hope that I like it. I loved Maybe Someday, which was the first Colleen Hoover book I read, so I hope to like this one too. This could be a lot to have on my TBR, but my TBR is kind of up in the air this month since I don't know if I'll like the Pretty Little Liars series, or I don't know if I'll like the Angel Fire trilogy or the Matched trilogy. Hopefully I'll like what I read. That's all for my September wrap-up. I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye!
People know you by your first name, what kind of truck you drive, how your team did back in high school, so you can't lie. Better watch out who you take home, 'cause round here it's a fact of life. Yeah, people know you by your first name, what you did last night.